Okay, so I know like when you were growing up and then you saw the whole protest and everything. Okay, what made you choose DAP?
I am a social democrat,
Okay,
and I believe in social democratic ideals.
okay.
And I believe I'm a progressive.
Jesus, why are you doing this?
I'm a progressive.
Okay,
I believe in progressive ideals. And of all the parties in Malaysia, DAP is a social democratic party and a very progressive one as well. And as a young woman also, DAP is one of the best parties for a young woman to join. And I always say this very proudly, that DAP is the only party in Malaysia that has 100% success rate at fielding women candidates, and every single one of them won. So a lot of parties, what they do is, to see like they are very progressive in terms of fielding women, they do field a lot of women, but they field them in sure lose seats.
So no repercussions.
Yes,
What's up?
sure lose. But DAP put their women in sure win seats, and every single one, not just parliament I'm talking about. I'm talking about every state as well. All the DUNS, the Dewan Undangan Negeri, which is the state level of parliament. Every single one of them won. It was 100% success rate, the only party.
They got cheat code or something. Right? 100% win rate.
Yeah. So, but of course this was very recently. But when I joined DAP, it was mainly because of social democratic ideals.
it's more of aligning with your political view.
My ideology, my political views, and also the way they work. So what I did was, I was like a social butterfly in the beginning before deciding which party to join. I used to hang out with few other parties and then DAP including, and I felt that the way they work,
It was very aligned.
No rubbish, no bullshit, straight to the point kind of thing.
Can feel it.
Yeah.
Can feel it.
Strong leadership. A lot of people don't necessarily like strong leadership, but I do.
I think it's not strong. I think it's firm. Firm. It's
yes.
very firm.
Yes, firm leadership, very good discipline. Of course, you see us once in a while fighting on the outside, but most of the fighting happens inside. And to say that, I want to join a party that has no fighting at all. Come on,
what
there's
the
no
fuck
such
is the
thing.
point? What's the point?
There's no such thing. Even if you go to like countries we Malaysians always like to look at, like the UK or the US, they all have, because you're dealing with humans. It's people management.
Yeah.
You're bound to have
Disagreement.
disagreements and all. But DAP, usually most of our fights happens indoors. And also, one of the things that I really, really, really caught my heart was no dato kind of thing, no bow down, kowtow, and everybody is saudara and saudari. To give you an example, when I gave my first speech in the first convention or congress that I went to, and YB Tony Pua asked me to speak about this. Like this term YB, we only call each other, our elected reps YB when we're outside.
Other than that, it's Tony.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. Apua.
Or saudara. Or saudara, if you want to be a bit more respectful. Sometimes because we as Asians find it a bit weird to call somebody older as, with their names. So we use the word saudara instead. Saudara basically means
Family,
comrade, friend, comrade.
Yeah. Nakama, bro.
Padre.
So when I was going to give my speech, I was the first person, and that was my first convention. I didn't know how to start, so I thought it'd be like school. You have to say selamat pagi kepada pengetua, and then the name, and then the PK ham, and then this, that. You have to list everybody down. Guru-guru dan kawan-kawan saya sekalian, that kind of stuff. So I thought, I had to do that. I was like freaking out. How do I do that? How do I do that? No, who do I call first? And I asked a few people, and they were like, huh?
Cakap je lah.
Just say, selamat pagi, saudara dan saudari.
Shit.
That's all.
That's all.
Even like Lim Kit Siang is saudara.
Oh, damn.
But of course, we younger people.
You feel intimidated and like, oh, yo, shit, like this guy's been around for a long time.
And I'm calling him saudara.
legacy, Yeah.
But with Kit Siang, we call him, the younger ones, we like to call him Lao Tak.
I like how Chinese people always have this like weird, unique name.
Lao
Lao
Tak.
Tak.
And then like finance people are always like Mr. Leong. Like why are finance people always Mr. something? I don't get it. Why
So
is
yeah,
Chinese
that,
food
like that lah.
respectable?
Saudara,
Just
saudari.
Tony
It's
is
always. I think it's the environment. The environment
Yes.
also, right?
And because it's social democratic values.
But you were saying you went to other parties as well, just to hang out and just to see the vibe. Did you go to BN and did you go to others as well?
No, I only went to the at that time opposition parties because I knew for sure I would not join MIC, MCA, UMNO, Gerakan.
Why?
What if you did and you converted them from the inside?
Whoa, you
wow, you joined the enemy. You
They're
inside
so
the
rotten.
musuh dalam selimut.
They're so
dalam
rotten.
selimut.
Okay, let's be. I like to be ideal, but let's be realistic at the same time. One, they're very rotten. Two, look at me. I'm young, and I was even younger at that time. I think I joined when I was probably 21, 22, somewhere around there. And at that time, for somebody, now, yeah, you get 18-year-olds out on the streets for lawan and stuff
But
like that.
that time,
That time, 21 years old was
Considered quite young.
hardly heard of. People be like, what are you doing here?
yeah, man.
Why are you here?
Why do you care about the country so much when,
Yeah.
when you're this
Yeah.
young? You should be going to school and shit
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, what? You haven't even finished college and uni at that time. So that is one thing. I am also a woman.
It's very difficult.
Double whammy.
Double whammy.
I'm a that's
Sad but
double
true.
whammy. I'm a woman. And women in politics, like any other male dominant
Dominated,
fields, very difficult. You
Yeah,
have to
man.
work 3, 4, 5, 10 times harder. And then on top of that double whammy, I don't really belong to any one ethnicity in particular.
Do you answer the line?
I used to when I was in school.
Wait, so you are line.
On paper, I am officially Indian.
Oh.
Oh.
But I don't identify as Indian. I identify as Chindian.